Push the button. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome. So this is my first time doing this stream. I'm recording this and streaming this over three different platforms. So if someone can come in to the comments and let me know if I'm coming through okay. I'm going. It may echo. I just want to check on these different platforms to make sure I'm coming through correctly. I'm live right now on Facebook. Okay. Nope, that's good. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on YouTube. And I believe right now I'm live on Instagram, all through this similar device. So let me go live on Instagram. I think that may be the only place that I am not live. Let's see here. I don't think I'm live on Instagram. All right, cool. So that should be working on Instagram. Let me try that. You guys just give me a moment. And I should be live right now on YouTube. I'm testing this stuff out. Thank y'all for Van Terry. How are you? I'm testing this stuff out. I want to see if it's, and I want to do it live. I literally want to do this live to make sure it's working and it's working correctly. So, and I want to share today. I want to talk about some topics that I don't think we talk about a lot. Patricia, what's up? What's up? What's up? So really quick, as you're coming into the live feed, whatever platform that you're coming in on, the topics that we're going to talk about today, I want to talk about real estate. I want to talk about accounting. I want to talk about taxes. I want to talk about bookkeeping. I want to talk about basically I want to talk about why don't we talk about these things? That's what I want to talk about. What is it about us that we just don't want to talk about these things? And I want you to start tagging down below. T. Smith, how are you? I want you to start tagging. If you have a great realtor, if you have a great accountant, if you have a great person that does taxes, I want you to tag that person down below in the comment section. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, my kind of conversation as well, man. So let's just jump right into this. I see people are starting to comment, and I see that people are starting to come online. So my name is Corey Brim. I own a company called Sugar Rim Bar. I run a mobile event company. When I started my business, I didn't know much about anything. I started as I think I started as a sole proprietor. I think that's what I did because the person that I hired to do my accounting, they told me that's what I needed to do. As I grew my company and I hired another accountant, they were like, why are you a sole proprietor? You need to be an LLC. So I switched to an LLC because that's what my accountant person told me to do. When I started growing my company even more, the person then told me, said, hey, you need to be an S Corp. And I guess kind of what I'm getting at is as the owner of a business, a lot of us, we don't know. I didn't know. And we don't know the types of ways that we should structure our businesses. And if you're anything like me, I didn't go to business school, right? So, and my parents didn't run businesses, right? So it's not like they were teaching me this. I had other people in my family that may have had businesses and hustles, but none of us, we never had the conversations. And I don't want to, I don't want any part of this to come off as if I'm talking about my family. I think our families, I think we share sort of the same generational things. I don't think a lot of us talked about business or accounting or taxes or real estate or how to structure businesses. I just feel like that wasn't a conversation that a lot of us had. And I could be wrong. I know that there are people out there who have had those conversations. I just think by and large, it wasn't conversations that we had. And so as I'm growing my companies, and now I'm at this point now where I do have an 800 credit score, I do feel like I do have a very viable and successful business. We're doing events all the time. And looking back over where I'm at now, I wish someone would have tried to help me. I wish someone would try to help me. Miles said that he just started an S Corp today. So is that what you're doing? You're tagging the people. So Angela tagged Whitney Phillips. Thank you. Lisa tagged Mark Quinchette. Am I saying that right? Yeah. So tag these people, man. Tag them. And so I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing when I started my business. And so over the years, I've learned that not only did I know, not only did I not know, over the years, what I've learned is there are so many business owners out there where you haven't filed your taxes correctly. Your business may not be structured in the way that it needs to be. You may not be protecting your business as you think, because you watch these webinars and things, and people tell you to become an LLC and protect your business. Ladies and gentlemen, first let me go on record by telling you that I am not a tax accountant. None of what I'm saying is financial advice. This is just us having a conversation. Okay, you got to stop listening to some of these people on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. A lot of these people are selling you courses, and they're not doing what they're telling you to do. They're just trying to sell you the course. And I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, but I've seen so many business people go out there and get all these types of businesses and loans, and you structure all this stuff, and they tell you, but they never tell you about the taxes that you have to pay. They never tell you about the commercial insurance that you have to get. They never tell you the back end that's going to cost you. And I've seen people lose their businesses. I've seen people invest. They've worked all their lives and they have a savings of $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. And because they watched a video, because they took a course, they lost all of their savings chasing a pipe dream. I don't want to create content, and I don't want that information going out there to you. Also, in regards to, and like I said, just so you know, as I talk, none of this stuff is written down. Okay. This is just us having a conversation. Okay. So there's no hidden agenda here. Okay. Because I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not an accountant. I don't do taxes. Okay. I don't make any money that way. I have a mobile event business. I do parties. That's how I make money. This video that I'm making is not a sales pitch, because we always think somebody's trying to scam us, right? We think someone's trying to get us to sign up for something. That's not why I'm doing this. I am doing this because these are the conversations that I think we should be having online, especially as we are becoming older, right? As the platforms that I'm on, other than I'm not on TikTok right now, but the platforms that I'm on, we're becoming older and we're not having these conversations, or they're conversations that are being had behind closed doors. They're conversations being had at networking events or masterminds or weekend retreats that you have to sign up for. Why can't I just use these platforms that I have? Like I said before, on Facebook, I'm about to tip over to 54,000 followers. On TikTok, I have 35,000 followers. On Instagram, between my two pages, I have about 14,000 followers. On YouTube, I have 30,000 followers. Why can't I just take these platforms that I have and just ask in these platforms that I have, if you are a realtor, if you know a realtor, someone who's really trying to help people, not someone who's just trying to make money, because there are people out there that are just solely focused on the money. I'm not knocking your hustle, okay? Get your money. But us as a people, us as a culture, us as a generation, us as a community, there are so many of us that need guidance. We need help. And sometimes we don't effectively know how or where to even turn. So I'm just saying, if I've created a platform and I have a way to help people, I'm asking you, if you know of a realtor or if you have a realtor out there that's willing to help people, okay? Don't come on my platforms telling me how, sometimes you'll get people saying that don't get in the market now. The interest rates are too high. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also not advocating to tell you to go out and buy houses. That's not what I'm saying. There's a time to rent. There's some people that need to rent and there's some people that need to buy. But what I have learned over the years, what I do know is this, and I'm not sticking on real estate. What I do know is this: it doesn't matter what the interest rates are when your house appraises for $100,000 more. The part of the puzzle that I think that we're missing out on is they never tell us about the equity that we earn. They got us trapped in this this scary little fear, the market's going to crash. BlackRock is buying everything. So what? 1,700 millionaires are still being created every day. These corporations are making billions, if not trillions of dollars. I keep telling y'all, it's daily, not yearly. They're trading money every day. You do not have blinders on. You're watching the same news that I'm seeing. You're seeing CEOs every day taking corporate parachute windfalls of $40 million. And here we are, the small of us, the least of us, and we're so worried about, because the interest rate is 7%. I don't care if I buy an investment property in Baltimore, in Detroit, in Cleveland, in Florida, in New York, California, I'm gonna stay away from, but anywhere where I can get a healthy return on my investment. It's an asset. The 7% interest rate, the 6% interest rate. Look, the 2% that we got during the pandemic, that was a once in a lifetime opportunity. Maybe it'll come around again, maybe it won't. But why are you holding off, waiting for it to come? And the amount of time that happens, how much equity would you have built up in purchasing an asset? How much better would you be able to leverage your future if you just get into an investment somewhere? And look, I'm not sitting here telling you to throw your money at some crazy thing, but it's out there. The opportunities for us are out there right now. Right now, I don't know all the ins and outs of this, right? I got to do a little bit more research, but Baltimore is getting ready to open up a program where they're going to sell homes for $1, right? And then you're going to get everybody every expert in the real estate field is going to come in and give you all the pros and cons of what's about to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen. All right. What's going to happen is Baltimore is going to turn, just like DC turned, just like every other market where we've lived, and the property value of where we live plummeted to nothing. They're going to come in and gentrify the entire city of Baltimore. We all know it's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen. But what do? We look at the stuff and we say, oh, they're requiring you to have $90,000 in renovation. You got to have this capital. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you as a person who built a company from nothing, why would you want to buy a property and not have the money to fix it? Why are we letting $96,000 be the barrier to us creating generational wealth? We should have $90,000. That's why I want to have this conversation. And it's not just realtors. I want the mortgage lenders to say something. I want the hard money lenders to get in here. I want the people that have money who aren't making these videos like me, because I didn't have no money when I started this. And now I have assets. I have money sitting around that I'm not even using. I have credit cards that have 80, 90,000. It's credit, all right? But I can go to the bank right now and get a line of credit for $100,000. I can $200,000 to renovate a property. I can get, let's say I bought 3 or 4 units together and I need $500,000 to pull that together. I do enough business where I know I can get that loan from someone. That's how these people are moving. They're not thinking about us. Like we say gentrification, like as if, I know I'm going to piss some people off when I say this, but we see gentrification like it's a bad thing. It's bad to us because we're not participating in the process. We see what's getting ready to happen. And so we're just going to let people just move into our communities that we've been in for 40, 50, 60 years. And our blocks are going to start changing like that. And we always sit around and talk. We always sit around and talk about what we're going to do. We always say, oh, I've been talking to my friends and we're going to get some money together. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't even put $5 a week together to help each other. And I know I'm making sense. And I'm sorry. Let me get back to the comments. Let me get back over here to the comments. I know I'm making sense. I get it. But when are we going to move beyond the talking thing? And I think that's some of I do believe for me, and I'm only speaking for me right now, I do believe that a lot of the success that I have, I do believe a lot of the things that I'm gaining is because I got out of the paradigm of just talking. I stopped hanging around my friends who were just, all they had were these dreams of things that were never going to get accomplished. We would get together all the time, have drinks, eat, travel, whatever. And we always talked about things that we never did. I just chose to remove myself from that. I still love my friends. I don't not want to hang with them and all that. I just can't keep doing this. I can't keep coming to these things. We can't keep drinking. We can't keep just talking about going to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We got to buy these airline tickets. Somebody's got to get the hotels together. We got to figure out our itinerary. We got to move. How many times does that happen? It happens all the time. So I just stopped doing that. I got tired of having a 400 credit score. I got people telling me, if you don't have the cash, then you don't deserve it. Do you understand that the people out there, that the movers and shakers, the ones that I'm seeing, and I'm just running a bartending company. I'm just, I'm just doing parties. These things that I'm seeing out here, they're not paying cash. We are the only ones out here blowing our money. You know what I mean? They're not paying cash. I purchased this place that I'm at right now as an investment property. I did not plan on living here, but the pandemic happened. When I bought this property, my goal, I'm giving you just some insight of how I've grown over the years, especially the last 5 years. When I bought this home, The mortgage is cheaper than an apartment. My mortgage is cheaper than an apartment. I thought to myself, I'm going to pay this place off in 5 years, 7 years, 15 years tops, and I still could do that. But let me just, if I can, if you allow me to, if I think that this could help someone in the way that you think, because it helped me in the way that I think. I wasn't taught this. The world used to be, you paid off your mortgage, right? That was the world that we came from. That's the world that I grew up in. That's the mindset that I had. I've grown to learn, and I've come to discover that if I have access, I bought this place for $200,000. If I have $200,000, it would be a better play. There's nothing wrong with paying off the home fast. There's nothing wrong with that. However, it would be a better play for me. Take this free. Invest that money that I would spend, still pay my home off, still some extra $50 or whatever, right? But if my mortgage, my interest rate on this home is 4%, I should look for something. I don't know exactly what that something is, and that's okay, right? But look for something where I can invest my money and make more than 4%. Find an asset, a mobile home, an apartment building, ATMs, laundromats. You know, we think of these things, right? We talk about this stuff. Find an asset that's earning more than the 4%. Take the profit from the asset that's producing that. Use that money to pay off my mortgage. Now, I'm just saying, I know that seems like common sense, but the way that we were raised, the way that I was raised, and I think that I can speak for a lot of us, that wasn't what we were taught. They don't teach this stuff in school. They don't teach us real estate. They don't teach us about stocks. They don't teach us about life insurance. They don't teach us about annuities that could pay us. They don't teach us about dividends. And to a degree, I get it. Why would they, right? Why would they? If I'm at the top of the food chain, if I'm the 1% of the 1%ers, or if I'm making all the, why would I want the rest of you figuring this stuff out? I wouldn't want you in on this. So I get it. I'm not mad at them because they had blinders over my eyes for damn near 80% of my life so far. I get it. But now that I know, now that I see the wool that was pulling over my eyes, now I'm just saying there's got to be more people out there that think like I think. There's got to be more people out there. There has to be someone out there that does taxes that helps small businesses. There's got to be somebody out there that completely understands that as business people, especially people that look like me, that come from me, that are of the same background, color, and community, that we weren't taught how to do our taxes. I mean, get like this. I mean, I be making a lot of jokes, and I come on here and make a lot of, but get this. You started a business because you had a vision, right? God gave you a vision. You started a business. God didn't put you over in tax class. Does anybody even understand how thick the tax code is? Like, you have to be an engineer, a nuclear level scientist to figure it out. And that's just on business. It's taxes on your homes, taxes, so you create this thing, you go out and do this thing, and now the government's saying, hey, I don't know how much money you made. You tell me how much money you made. And not only do you tell me how much money you made, you need to sit down and you need to figure out how much money you owe us, if you owe us any. And then look, if you give us too much, we'll give you some back. And if you don't give us enough, I tell you what, we'll take a look at it and we'll tell you how much we think that you. Do you understand how crazy this system, that setup that we're in? You need, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there and if you're listening, if the stuff that I'm saying makes sense to you, we need good tax preparers. I tell y'all, I'm coming on this platform, I'm telling you straight up, I'm not trying to do nothing illegal. I don't want to go to jail. I'm not trying to hide my money. I'm not trying to create these dummy shell corporate. There's people like me. I need a good tax person. And more importantly than needing a good tax person, what I tend to run into, it's just been my experience. I don't know if I'm speaking for everyone out here, but it's been my experience that when I find someone who says that they do taxes, it's TurboTax. It's QuickBooks. Ladies and gentlemen, most of us are already using that. We're using some sort of form of receipt capture, something. We don't know how to categorize this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I hope that me saying this doesn't offend anybody. I'm being transparent. We don't know how to use this stuff. And so you go to someone and they quote you a price. Lady, I've had 15 people do my taxes over the years. They quote you a price, and you sit in their office and you do everything that they tell you to do because they're the expert, right? You're going to them for help. And you get they got the guys, I'm trying to be honest and real here. This is what's going on outside in this world. And then this person files your stuff and you send it in. And then you only find out from the next person that does it, like, hey, they did that wrong. How am I supposed to know that? And so some people, I'm going a little bit left, just stick with me, y'all, just hang in there with me. Some people look at that and be like, well, how didn't you not know? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a chef and you make the most amazing, delicious, whatever, you know the recipe for that. I'm a bartender. So if I asked you how to make me an old fashioned, what goes in a Long Island iced tea, what's the ingredients, how many measurements, you're going to look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm not a bartender. That's what I'm trying. We don't do bookkeeping. That's not what we do. So what's common to you, what's everyday to you, is not everyday to everyone else. Have a little bit of passion with some people that don't know how to do this stuff. So what I think, again, this is just me talking. This is just me talking, right? Just be professional in what you do. And what I think that we keep running into people who you're just trying to get some money. What we need in our community is we need people that are fiduciaries. And I think that over the years of 15 years of me making these videos, yes, I have a business. Yeah, people pay me to do their parties, but I believe that I want to be a fiduciary for our community, meaning that I want to do what's in the best interest of the people that are connected to me. That doesn't have to have a financial gain to it. Me making this video right now, just saying on these platforms, if there are any good tax professionals out there to tag them, I don't get there's no affiliate link for me doing this. There's no referral fee that I get. I just know what my life was like. I clearly see where I'm at right now. I see the things that I messed up on. I see the knowledge that I did not have access to. And there has to be, if I'm going through this, there clearly has to be more people out there who are stuck. And I'll even ask you this: if you are a realtor, if you are a tax preparer, if you're a mortgage lender, if you're a car dealer, if you're someone who's in these, if you're a banker, do something for this. Answer me down below. It's going to be about a 10 to 15 second delay. I understand that. How many people, or you don't have to have an actual number. Are you running across people who are professional, who are doing their thing, and they don't know the first thing, or they're limited in their process about how the banking system works? A full-grown adult business, and they don't know how their life insurance policies that they signed up for work. They have 401ks that they have no idea how the money works. They just contributing. They don't know. They have life insurance policies, and they don't understand that the word is life insurance, not death insurance. Like, they can borrow against their life insurance policies. How many? Just comment down below and let me know, am I tripping or not? Tell me, answer this for me. Answer this for me. Are there people, life insurance agents? Have you talked to someone? You've gone to their home. You gave them the presentation. There's nothing wrong with their mom. There's nothing wrong with their dad. There's nothing wrong with their husband or wife. You're just having the conversation about life insurance. And you're not even trying to gouge them. You're saying, hey, just at the very least, even let me leave this information with you. At least look over the death benefit, because right now you have zero coverage. You have nothing. If something were to happen to you tomorrow, Dad, you're going to die, and who's going to pay off the house? Because this is what we're saying, right? And you're saying, hey, you don't even have burial insurance for yourself. But at the very least, just buy my least inexpensive policy when you bury yourself. And then 6 months later, what happens? I'm not making this stuff up, man. 6 months later, what happens? So-and-so passes away. So-and-so is in the hospital, right? So-and-so gets sick. So-and-so gets injured on the job. Who do they call? This is not some once in a million thing. This scenario is repeating over and over and over again in our community. Who do they call? Who do they call? They call you, the life insurance agent, and they all say the exact same thing. They all say the exact same thing. Did we get that policy? You know you didn't get it. You know you didn't get it. But when life happens, when the tragedy happens in our lives, when the tragedy happens, we run to who the last person, whatever, and we say, is there any money to help me? And because you're hurting and you don't have it. And we're asking, is it there? If it's there, I sure could need it right now. I really could use it. I just want to bury my so-and-so. But you never signed up for the policy. You never paid the $9 or the $15 or the $40. Doesn't matter what it is. You never got the policy to bury yourself. And I know this sounds redundant, and I know you've heard it before, but I got to drill this home. You got insurance on your cell phone. I've been with T-Mobile for 20 plus years. I've paid my bill for T-Mobile even when I had prepaid service. So imagine if that would have been a life, but I didn't know. Imagine if I would have just took that same amount of money, put it into an index fund, a life insurance policy, right? Because you watch these videos, these people tell you, roll your money over to a UIL, but they never explain how it works. They want to sign you up for the stuff, but they never, because I'm going to tell you something, they don't even know. They don't know. Whole life, term, it doesn't matter. Cover yourself. Because again, you're going to have people who are going to tell you why you shouldn't get whole life insurance. I am not an insurance agent, okay? And I know some people are going to get offended or take offense or say something about or chop up what I'm saying. I am not a life insurance agent, okay? I make nothing from this. But you're going to have people who are going to tell you you should get you shouldn't get a whole life. You should get a term. You shouldn't get a term. What ends up happening is you get nothing because you have analysis paralysis. You let all this information come in and you don't get anything. Realtors, how many people have you got pre-approved that are in an apartment and they stay in their apartment for 2-3 more months paying rent when they could have moved into their new home? I'm not making none of this up. This is real stuff about us. I don't know where we became lethargic to our own movement. I think we've been beaten down for so long, so rough, that now we're paralyzed. And I don't know if it's fear. I really think that we just in this space where we just don't move. I want to break out of that. I want to bring more of us out of that. How many times have you even set up? It's like, oh, like we create these scenarios where we can't, oh, I don't have a truck. I have a U-Haul business. I'm renting trucks every day. You can't get a U-Haul, like I don't want to come off as if I'm just attacking Black people. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying these things, this is what's going on with us every day. I'm watching it happen every day, and I'm losing more and more ground. Every day, the world is getting smaller, smaller. The window of opportunity for us is closing tighter every day. Our opportunities to get ahead, our opportunities to make money. Just look, we don't even have to go. We don't even have to go back that far. Google is your friend. Just go to 1997 and ask yourself, how much did a brand new car cost in 1997? The average price of a brand new car was about $16,000. It was about $16,000. You get you a nice Toyota Camry for about $16,000. That same car today is $50,000. Inflation has never exceeded the way that it is right now. Record profits of these businesses has never been on the pace that it is right now. And what I see is we're losing ground where there was an opportunity for us as a family, as a culture, as a medium household income to have. Most people don't have $1,000. If there were an emergency to happen right now in your life, and I'm so sorry. I apologize. I get a little passionate like this. I get a little passionate. Let me just calm down. I get a little passionate, okay? Because I remember what my life was like. And so I don't want to be, and I also don't want to be the person to come on these platforms and just point these fingers at you and say, yeah, because that's what people do. Let me help you out. One of the things that, because I don't want to go down this road of like seeming like I'm trying to preach to you and get these amen, hallelujah comments. No. We have to fix our credit. Okay. I have a credit restoration company. This is not a plug for that. I fixed my credit. I had a 400 credit score. I now have an 840 credit score. There's a huge, massive continental glacier shift when you have a 400 credit score and an 800 credit score. I remember being cash heavy and having to live a life where if I didn't have the cash, I didn't have the means to make things happen. I now have access to capital. I do this on my videos. I'll show everybody my videos when I do this. This is my Bible, my credit card Bible. These are credit cards that I don't even use. I don't even use these. They help me in my life and my business. In my pocket, in my pocket is the cards that I carry on me all day, every day. There's one particular card which is my save my life in case anything happens. This is my super emergency. If anything goes down in my life, my kids call me, whatever. I got one card that doesn't have no limit, right? This is my no limit soldier. This is my Master P card, right? That's my Master P card. All the other cards, that's my just in case. Guys, we got to start preparing our lives. We have to start getting everything together. I have to find it. I know it's just like right here somewhere. I have my family will and trust. We have to start setting up trust funds. Don't worry about the money. So like we're so caught up on this thing like I don't have anything. Your life is worth millions. Just your physical body life is worth millions. Stop looking at like the I don't have possessions. You got clothes, you got tools, you got, you have a skill set. Like your life in itself, the very essence of your being is worth millions of dollars. Just protect your body. Put some insurance on your body. Like I have, like even now when I'm sitting here talking, there's so many plays that run through my mind, and there's so many things that I want to put out in social media world. But but I also get the fact I can clearly see why certain people reach a certain level, and then they just say, you know what? I'm not about to try to save everyone because I got stuff I need to do. As I'm talking, my phone's ringing, right? I got stuff that I need to do. And when you reach a certain point in life, you just start really realizing that a lot of people are in the situations that they're in because they want to be there. A lot of people don't want help. There are a lot of people out there who they're never going. I've known people all my life who are resistant to change. They don't want to change. But I don't want to focus on anybody that doesn't want the help because I needed the help. When I lost everything in my life, when I wanted to get my life back together, when I tried to figure out everything, there was no one offering help. Everybody was trying to sell me something. No one told me that they created an easy interfacing website that could help with my credit. It didn't exist. Everything that I've gone through, I created it because I developed it or work with it because it didn't exist in my life. There was no Uber and Facebook and all that stuff. That stuff didn't exist. So when it came to my credit, I did it on my own. It took me over a year to just clean up the devastation that I did. I found a way to do it in 90 days. I found a way to, and not just, this isn't a pitch for the credit. Okay, I know I keep saying that, but because even when I say that, people say stuff like, "Oh, send me the credit." Why? You're not going to sign up. like it's this. Even when I do this, even when I'm sitting here doing this, this is like church. You get emotionally charged. You start saying, "Go, brother." Yes, absolutely. But then when you leave church, you do nothing. I don't want, and I specifically, when I redid my life again, when I went back to the drawing board of my life, I don't want to be around people that are just talking. I don't want it. I'm actively looking out of the 130,000 people that I have across all these platforms. I'm just looking for one person that's ready to go. I'm actively searching for another me. Is there somebody else out there where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired? You've done everything you can. You just want to connect with some people. It doesn't have to be solely me. You just want to connect with some people that have a little bit more information than you. I don't know everything. I'm asking on these platforms, is there someone out there that wants to work with me? Where it ain't just about money, where you don't see the flashy things and we're going to make money. I don't know how much time I got left down here. I keep telling y'all, man, I want a better quality for the remainder of my life. How do I get my people up out the mud? Tag your real estate agent, tag your mortgage lender, tag your car dealer out there that's actually helping people. Now, he can't adjust the rates and all that, but look, when I was selling cars, I was helping people. I was putting people in cars, and I know they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't burying you in a car and having you $30,000 upside down in the car, because I need you to come back as a customer. There's got to be car dealers out there that understand, like when the people walk in, look, I would have customers walk in and I know they want to Escalade. You can't get the Escalade right now, right? Let me put you in this Camry. Let me, because they've never had the conversation, because they walk into every other dealership and everybody sticks them into the Escalade and they put them in there for $1,200 a month in a 10-year-old car that they can't trade out of, but you've got a one-time commission. I was never that type of car dealer. I'm going to set you up right, because when I need to flip you up out of this car, because you're coming back in 8 months, you're coming back in a year and a half. I know you are. You're coming back. I need to put you in a position where I can get you out of that car, because you're coming back to me first. And there are a lot of people out there, you're setting yourself up for failure because you never did the groundwork to lay the groundwork to set the people up. Same thing with real estate, same thing with accounting, same thing with, like I said, with life insurance. How many times has somebody came to your house and presented you with something and you just feel it in your soul, like you're just trying to make a buck? You didn't offer any of the benefits that I'm going to get with this service. You didn't offer me anything of value that I'm going to gain by you earning my business. You telling me to refer all my friends and family to you, but I don't even know what you even do. I haven't seen a benefit from anything that you've offered. So for 15 years, I make free videos. I give away free game. I'm finding apps and ways to make money, because I remember when I got apps right now where you can go out and make $100 a day. So let's get off of this like get rich quick mentality. Let's get off of this get over mentality. Why are we scamming ourselves? Why can't we come together? Like now, I'm asking seriously, why can't we? There are in Baltimore, if there's anybody that lives in the area and you take a trip around Baltimore, it looks like every other major city that we occupy or we have occupied. We're in supposedly a first world country, right? But Baltimore, Detroit, Flint, there's some parts of Cleveland. There are some parts in North Carolina. There are some parts in Florida that I've been to. There's some parts in Texas that I've seen. You would think Louisiana, there's some parts of New Orleans, even after Katrina, they never recovered. They never came back. There are literally blocks of homes grouped together that are shells that if we grouped our money together and this can't be, I'm not one of these guys on here selling you some real estate fund or some why can't we just I understand that there needs to be rules. I understand that we got taxes. I understand that yes, I get that. But why are we trying to get rich quick? Why can't we just do it just to do it? And we hold. Why can't we, like, there's got to be somebody out there that has the same mentality that I have. I cannot be the only person on these platforms or all these people following me, and God's telling me that I'm the only one thinking like this. I'm just trying to get a place in Baltimore so I can flip it real quick and make 10,000. Why can't we hold and go to 1 million, 10 million, 50 million? Why do we come up in this society where I have to have my house, and my mom has to have her house, and my dad has to have his house, and my brother has to have his house, and my sister has to have his house, and my uncles and aunts and nieces and nephews, they all have to have all. Why can't we just buy a family compound? We all hit the like buttons when the video comes up and you see that a family bought 19 acres. We all go like, "Ooh, I wish I could do this with my family." We just keep talking about it. Why can't we just do it? It's clearly obvious that it can be done because they did it. And I know you're going to say, again, I know people are going to say, da, 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 da. I don't want to hear that. Where are the people? Where are the families that are ready to go? Where are the people where I don't have to do a sales pitch to, where they think that we're going to buy 4 acres and for some reason the boogeyman, I'm going to sneak over and did you really draw out the maps? Do I really get 2.5 acres? Did you get 2.5? Who cares? like I should be chopping enough wood for both of us to have. You should be over there catching fish and giving them to me. I should get a deal on a shed and be like, yo, I couldn't pass it up. Had to get 2 of them. I told you I apologize. I'll be getting passionate about this stuff, man. I'll be losing my train of thought when I talk like this. But I want to find solutions. I no longer want to be a part of the problem. I want to be counted in the solutions. I want to know, is there somebody out there that can help us buy land effectively? Is there someone out there that can help? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm online doing this. I don't want this to be a Facebook outwardly community. I'm not making it public. Okay. I want to do a whole private conversation somewhere else. I'm still going to continue to make these videos, but when I pull this thing together, y'all don't understand, man. I'm trying to disappear. I'm gaining more and more people every day, but I'm really trying to disappear. I'm really trying to get low and get out. Oh my God, man. You guys are having so much conversation, man. Thank y'all all for these comments and this engagement on the other side. Let's go over here and see. Does anybody got any questions? Sorry, my phone's ringing at the same time. Regina says she's ready to go right now. She says, great credit, but so don't want to be scammed. Man, listen, Regina, listen, that's the nail on the head right there. That's the nail on the head. We just don't, like I said, I don't want to, we're not fearful, right? Because everything that we've been through, this is another thing that I share with people, is like everything that has happened to us, right? From slavery to, every injustices, Jim Crow, Middle Passage, stripping us of our natural resources, everything that has ever happened to us in history, we're still here. We're still here. They can't wipe us off the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We're still here. So why can't we come together? Why can't we organize? Why can't we just, someone put, where will we start? Well, I think where we, Go underscore Fatima says, where will we start? I think where we start is like this. Like, we've had conversations. Okay, so we've had conversations. I'm gonna totally do this for free. So if you're watching this will be my game plan. This will be my game plan. We find something, and I don't want it to cost a lot of money. We find something where it doesn't cost us a lot to acquire. It doesn't cost us a lot to renovate. It doesn't cost us a lot to rent out. It doesn't cost us a lot to maintain. And we start there, and we start small. And the reason that I say that is because, from my experience, I've seen what happens when the pot grows. I've seen what happens to us when trauma or tragedy comes into our lives. I see what happens to us when obstacles occur, and there are just some people who aren't strong enough or have the wherewithal of the mental fortitude to get beyond those things. So if we start small, then there's a lesser chance of us falling out and getting scammed, right? So if we do $5 a week, everyone just puts in $5. Think of it like this: Planet Fitness charges you $10 to be a member. How many times have they hit your account and you've been paying $10 for 2 years? You ain't been to the gym not one time, but you're not calling Planet Fitness like, where's my money? You know what I'm saying? You're not holding Planet Fitness accountable to the money that they've taken from you, but you never showed up. And what I see, and go for Tim, I'm not specifically just honing in on you. What I see for us is we just have this. I don't even call it a double standard. We have this thing where we hold ourselves in such a different regard than we do any other person. So if someone were giving me $10 a month, they ready to tell me I'm a scammer. I took their money. I ain't trying to be Dr. Umar, but they be like, where's the school? I'm like, it was $10. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you think I did with your $10? You know what I mean? Like, I have a business where I'm already making money. This was an investment. It's an investment. And they want to they want to return on their investment, when the return should be, why can't we just buy some property? Why can't we leverage that property? Why can't we add rain barrels and solar panels and just grow it? And then take the money from that and purchase something else. So the goal isn't to get rich. The goal is to leverage equity. Now, That sounds great, right? But at some point, you're gonna want to cash out. You're gonna want to do something with your money because there's also no point in growing this if you can't have fun with it, right? So we make benchmarks. We have benchmarks. When we hit 100,000, all right, we can start doing some cash withdrawals or whatever. You know, everybody that's in, you get a percentage. When we grow it to 500,000, when we grow it to a million, see what I'm saying is the abundance that I've seen and things that I'm learning is there are billions of dollars out there. So what happens? But at some point, the people that are running things, the people that are getting over on us every day, they're not sitting here asking the questions that we ask. They're doing. Now they may have had a little meeting back behind some door somewhere, but they're not waiting to put their $10 in. They're laughing at us. They're literally looking at us like them Negroes ain't gonna never get it together. Why? So we can write all the laws we want. We can redesign your district. We can tell you who's going to be here. They're laughing because we're never going to come together. All we're going to do is going live on these platforms, talking about it, and we're never going to come together. And even when we do come together, even when we build whatever I'm talking about that we're building, even when we get to the level that I'm talking about that we can get to, we're going to turn on ourselves. I'm not prophesizing that. Like people say stuff like, oh, don't speak negativity. This pattern has been happening repeatedly. It plays out over and over and over and over again. And I'm just asking, is there anybody out there where, like what I do with my life, I clearly see that's what's happening. I just don't want to take part in that. I am not trying to overthrow the government. I'm not trying to start some world revolution. I just want to step back and say, I see the pattern that's happening. I see what they're doing to successful Black men. I see what they're doing to successful Black women. I see what they're doing to big Black companies out here getting that. I just want to I don't need to be a billionaire. I don't want to play their game. I don't want to be a part of their system, their matrix. I want to leverage the tools that they've already put in place, the loopholes that they have for themselves. I want to leverage that to get to a point of peace and freedom. And everybody's peace and freedom looks a little bit different. But that's a separate conversation that we need to have. Peace and freedom for me is like what I'm doing right now. I love the space that I'm in right now, what's happening in my life. I just don't want any neighbors. You know what I'm saying? I love my home. I love my green grass. You know what I mean? But I don't like looking out and like I got neighbors around me. I don't want any neighbors. So I don't know if I can go out and buy 100 acres by myself. I would think that there are other people out there that would want to start on a journey and figure it out. I don't make solar panels. There's got to be somebody out there that makes solar panels just thinking like I'm thinking. I don't build rain barrels. But there has to be somebody out there that does that. There has to be a doctor out there that knows the right herbs and stuff that we need to be growing for our bodies. And they're not part of the complex of pharmacies that are out there trying to feed pills to us. There's got to be somebody out there that understands that we need to be in the sun more, that we need to be doing outdoor activities, not indoor activities. There's got to be somebody else out there that thinks like that. There has to be a real estate agent out there who's, you're making money, you're doing good, and you clearly see what's happening in our communities. You see people that are moving in that don't look like us. You see how easy it is for someone to come freshly off from another country, doesn't even speak the language, walk into a bank and get a loan. But this person who's been trying to get a loan for their business and they've been here their entire lives, the bank keeps turning them down. So they're beaten up and discouraged and they're never going to start a business. But somebody can walk in fresh off the street and open up a carryout right in the same building that they wouldn't turn into a daycare. Or maybe because the person didn't have their business structured correctly. Come on, man. There's got to be a car dealer out there who just like, hey, man, everybody I keep coming into, they got horrible credit. I literally have a drawer full of people that I can't get financed. And I'm sitting here on the platform saying, give me a shot at them. Let me talk to them. What does it hurt? They can't buy their way out of a paper bag. Let me talk to them. Let me see what I can do to turn their credit around. And it's more than just fixing your credit. Let me show you how to fish. I don't want to just fix your credit. Let me show you how to insulate yourself so you never fall into this thing again. Like I did. I'm never going back to having a 400 credit score. I'm never going back to that lifestyle. I never want to have no parts of the struggle that my life was when I was down and out. There's got to be somebody out there. And then I take that customer who's that car customer and I send them back to your dealership. Now they're buyable, they're bankable. And you put them in the right car. And now they become your customer for life. I only want you to be my customer to fix your credit one time. You shouldn't have to come back to me. You should only do it one time. Or what if there's a real estate agent out there who like watching this right now and they know for sure they got 4 clients right now who can't buy. They want a home, they make enough money, they can't buy. So what if you send them to me and I fix them? And then we send them back to you. This is the play that I run with my real estate people. I send them back to you. It's going to take me about 90 days, right? But let's get them to the closing table. So instead of you buying them a home warranty with American Shield, who ain't going to fix nothing, they ain't going to fix nothing. I'm going to tell y'all right now, they're going to give you a warranty when you go to the closing table. Your AC is going to go out on the hottest day in the summer. Your heater is going to go out on the coldest night in the winter. Your pipes are going to burst in the middle of the night in 0-degree weather. Your ceiling is going to leak on the rainiest day. You're going to call the home warranty company that they gave you for free at closing table, right? And they ain't going to help you because you didn't get the right, but whatever excuse that they give you. Instead of doing something like that, why not give those customers to me? Let's make them bankable. Let's take them back to the closing table. Let's start empowering our people with the right warranties, with the right appliances. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's, but this is the real stuff that I'm talking about. And at that closing table, because you're a real estate agent and prices are out of this world right now, the highest market we've ever had. You're making $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 in commission. And all I'm saying is give your client back what they paid me to get their credit fixed. You now have created a customer for life. These same things that I'm talking about, these same principles or whatever, these same tactics or whatever I'm saying that I'm doing, I do that in my business. I'm not pouring drinks and fixing people's credit. It's the mentality. I create a customer for life. So I never have to market myself. I'm not creating funnels that I have to funnel people into to turn. I don't have to do 17 touches because I always tell you, people have to see your product 7 times before they say yes. If you create a customer of life, if you create a pipeline of referrals, you never have to get on these platforms and push and spam people. I don't do that. And even now while I'm talking about my credit, whatever, I told y'all, I'm not on here looking for you to be what other credit repair person do you ever see that comes on here and tell you, I ain't trying to work that hard. I don't want to hold your hand. You know what I'm saying? You should want to have this more for yourself than I want to have it for you. You're never going to find anybody like me. Even my business of Sugar and Bar, my 7-figure business of Sugar and Bar, I don't get on here saying, oh, could you hire me, please? No, if you don't want to hire me, don't hire me. I'm good either way because I changed my life. You know what I mean? Like I'm no longer in the desperation part of my life. I now want to give back and I want to help people that look like me. You didn't have the answer. You don't know how to do what I'm doing. You don't know how to run a mobile business the way that I'm doing. You don't know how to go on a platform like this and make a comment and find a real estate agent. You don't have it in you to put yourself out there to say, hey, I need some help with my taxes. I'm making more money than I've ever made my entire life. I got to figure out ways to decrease my taxes. I'm paying too much. I need help. And no, I can't hire your cousin that does taxes that just got out of jail. They don't know what they're doing. I don't want to use somebody that's using TurboTax. And that's all they know. That works for some people. That don't work for businesses. We need people that understand these laws. We need people that's going to call us and say, hey, you need to go out there and buy a truck or you're going to get hit with a tax liability. We need someone that they're keeping good records of our books. So you don't, I'm going to tell you, I've ran my business for 15 years and every couple of years, PG County, they send me something and say, hey, sorry, I didn't count that refrigerator you got back in 2014. You owe us $30 more. We don't talk about, you really should have 7. But listen, you should have, every time you get some money, So when you do an event, I have to pay people to do the event, right? Client hires me, I get money, okay? A portion of that money is mine. That needs to go into a separate bank account. I take a little bit of it, whatever that percentage is, you put that in a separate account. Another third of that money needs to go to a whole nother account. That's your tax account. Because I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm some genius or I know everything. The government, whether it be now, 5 years from now, 15 years from now, they're going to tell you that you owe them some money for something. Okay? Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's coming. It's coming. You need to have that money already set aside. Don't touch it. Don't think about it. It don't exist. It's gone. Okay? You cannot be spending this money on trips and purses and gentlemen popping bottles. That money does not exist. You have play around money in this other account, but that money over there doesn't exist. They didn't teach me this stuff. I had to learn this stuff. No one came on a platform and told me that. Or if I did find out about it, it was because I had to watch a webinar. I had to go to something. I had to go attend something, sit around for an hour for them to give me a little bit of knowledge. And then at the end of that is, oh, if you want to know more, then join our masterclass next month in Cancun. I barely could get here at the Marriott. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you just give me the information? Or at the very least, why couldn't you have just told me at the beginning that you were going to sell me something at the end? Just tell me up front. But no, we have to dangle the little carrot, and people have to be. That's marketing. God, come on, y'all got to understand that it was the game that's being played on you. You don't know that, right? Like, people are just marketing to you. That's all they're doing is marketing to you. And you're human. Your human nature, you're going to fall. Even no matter how hard you try to fight it, you're going to fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker. They know you better than you know you. They spend billions of dollars studying us. You don't think they know how to get us? And it's not just webinars. Don't get stuck on that. All right. I'm saying, I'm coming on this platform. I'm saying, hey, let's start 3 accounts. I'm saying, come on this platform, I'm saying freely, why are you running all your money through your debit account? Why? You know how many consultations I do? And when I talk to people, they tell me they don't have a business credit card. Why? Why don't you have a business credit card? What are you so scared of? You have a business. You have a business. You're doing thousands of dollars a month in your business. Let me grab my 2 cards real quick. I got to cover the numbers up. You're doing thousands of dollars a month in your business. You're paying your car note, your car insurance, you're doing payroll, you're buying uniforms, you're buying supplies. This is my business debit card. It's my business debit card. This is my business credit card. That's my business credit card. Why are you putting all your money on your debit card? Why are you buying gas? Why are you paying for your cell phone? All you have to do, you don't have to go to class for this. The same money that you're spending, put it on this card. I earn 2% cash back. As soon as I spend the money, I take the money out of here and I pay the card off. I don't wait for the statement. I don't wait for it to build up and it's thousands of dollars now. You can pay it off every single day. You are going to spend the money anyway. This place just houses my money. That's all they do. It's just a holding slot for my money. And then I just pay it off with this. I didn't have to make a course to tell you that. I don't have to sell you something for $97 to tell you to do that. I didn't know that though. When I started my business, I didn't know that. But that's one of like thousands of different plays that you can run through your business. So now you're earning money. I'm earning 2%. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so my business may do $1 million, but if I run that whole million through a 2% credit card, what's that, $20,000 on $1 million? I went to public school. I'm not that good at math. You know what I'm saying? What is it? But whatever it is, that's cash back into my business. And on all these platforms, all these cards that I have a lot of different cards. We need cash, cold, hard cash. I don't want reward points. I have them. I accumulate them. That ain't what I really want. I don't want gift cards. I love my family. I love them to death. But I'm not about to be sending them AMC movie tickets and edible arrangements. I need cash. Give me the money. Where is the money? Show me where the cash is. I need cash because I need to acquire more things. I need more assets. I need to stockpile this money to buy more things to help me go get more money. Because now I understand that money has an energy. Money flows a certain way. I didn't know this stuff before. And shame on you if you know this stuff, but you ain't sharing it. Shame on you for fixing your credit, but you don't want to put your family on as an authorized user. The thing that we do, people coming over here I don't even know the numbers of how many people are coming on here on boats every day, but they're signing each other up on as authorized users. They're purchasing a home and 15 people live into that house, and they help each other get on their feet. But not us, not the crab in the barrel. Because I'll be damned if you come stay up in here with me. And they're not living for free. They're not using their family and not paying their way. Now, am I sitting here saying that all immigrants and all, because now it's going to become a political thing? No, there are people out there that are horrible. People are horrible in general. But by and large, if we're doing numbers, cultures, I'm watching people come together that don't have nothing. In 3 years, amass more than people that have been here their entire lives for 3 generations. Now, stop me when I lie. I love us. I love us. I'm tired of playing around, BSing, and acting like this whole we ain't stabbing each other in the back. Like we're not helping each other. By and large. And some people out there doing some great things, but by and large, we get information and we gatekeep it. I find a way to make a bag, and I got to make money off you to way to get. You know what I'm saying? Like the only way I'm going to help you is if it benefit me. And I just don't want to be a part of that. I stopped. I'm not a part of that. That's what I changed. That's part of what I changed in my life. Part of why I make these videos. And I think, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe people just don't get it. Sometimes I think people think to themselves like, why are you doing it? Why are you telling? You should write a book. You should make a course. Or I should just help my people. Like, why do I have to package it as a sales pitch? Like, why do I have to sell you on success? Why do I have to pitch you? Why do I have to give you a presentation on credit? Like, there's nothing to sell. Why do I have to even though I'm making this video, why do I have to have a webinar to make you want to go buy an investment property? Why do I have to come on these live videos? And I'm not even an insurance agent, but listen, family, when you pass away, I love you and we've been friends and you've been my family. I am not. Let me make sure this mic is on. It's going to make a little bit of noise. Let me just turn it around and turn it to make sure this mic that y'all can hear me. Let me position this right. Testing. I am not contributing to your GoFundMe account. I hate GoFundMe. I hate the fact that it's in our community. I hate the fact that it preys on us. I hate the fact that people raise this money. You have no idea. These are your family members. And all that money ain't going to your funeral. I hate it. We could shut it down. We don't because we need it. We don't because it's easy. We don't because we scam each other. I don't want to be a part of that. Get some life insurance. Get some burial insurance. Get the cheapest. Just put yourself in a pine box. But it is unfair and it is selfish and it's self-destructive for you to be walking this earth and then you pass away and you can't even put your sorry soul and you can't even afford a tombstone. Doesn't that frustrate you? Don't you look at your other people and just be like this, we come from the same how? And then I was telling one of my friends on here, I was talking to them a couple days ago. Do you know how hard, how hurtful, and how heartbreaking it is to know that someone that you grew up with, someone that you had a relationship with, someone that you work with, someone that you knew, they're no longer physically here, and you go to their memorial page and you go to their GoFundMe thing, and then you see $5, $10. Like, I've been friends with you for 30 years, and the best you could do is $10. I'm telling y'all, man, light bulbs should be going off in your mind. Literally, switches should be activating in your soul. How are you gonna be my ride or die partner? How if it rained a little bit right now, but if I get off this live and I say, listen, I'm about to open up the bar, open at my home. I'm gonna call Jaren. We're gonna throw some steaks on the grill. It's open bar. Y'all don't have to pay nothing. Just come on, bring a bottle. I promise you. What time is it? It's 4:25. 50 people pulling up. 50 people pulling up. But now live, when I tell you go get some life insurance. Now live, when I say stop renting that apartment, stop teaching us to become renters. Just the same thing that you paying in rent. Just go find a house for the same thing. Like, I'm not telling you to do nothing different. I'm saying if you've been paying rent for 10 years, if you're paying $2,000 a month, just go buy an investment property and just move into that. And then rent that, and you're gonna move somewhere else. And now you're making money off the, you get what I'm saying? But when I say that, crickets. But you ready to eat the steak. You ready to have the, hey, Casamigos. I only drink Douce. Don Julio 1942. Put it on the what's the little fountain? I need a Don Julio. Man, he had a Don Julio 1942 champagne fountain. It never ended. But the moment I say let's create a business, the moment I say let's just get, we don't even need an acre of land. Let's just get a little piece of land tucked away and let's just grow our own food on that land. And then it's food. All we have to do is collect the seeds and just replant the seed. There doesn't have to be an exchange of this man-made monetary system. We don't have to take part in it. We could just feed ourselves indefinitely. If there's anyone out there that gardens, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you can garden and you put tomatoes in a pot in your windowsill on your balcony. How are they going to stop you? They're going to tell you can't have tomatoes in your window. You can't grow cilantro. But when I say that, I get nothing. Nothing. If I made a live, I know I have a lot of new followers. I get that on these platforms. But about a month or two ago, maybe 2 months ago, I went to this bar around the corner from me. I started drinking. I went live and I said, anybody come meet me down here, your tab's on me. And mofos showed up. When it was on me, showed up. If I make that same video and I say, I go sit in my backyard and say, anybody will come over here and let's talk some real estate. Let's talk some life insurance. Let's talk some stocks. Let's talk about generational wealth. You see, and the other thing is like these platforms, like I said, like church, you're going to say it in the comments. Everybody talks a good game. But when it's time to actually put rubber to road, when it's time to actually do the dirt and get down here and get dirty and get grimy and do the necessary work that it's going to take to get us to the next level, everybody's going to show up. Thank you guys for engaging in these conversations. Thank you for engaging in these conversations. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you. I go on my little rants. You know what I mean? I appreciate the fact that there are people out there who allow me to do this. I also appreciate the fact that you inbox me. I read all the messages. Some I can't see because we may not be friends, so I have to go to the other folders, like the spam folders and the other hidden folders. But I do want to really acknowledge the fact that every time that I go live, I have good engagement. I know that there are people out there that understand what I'm saying. I know that you do think like me. I'm going to keep making more content to draw us nearer and closer to each other, because there has to be, we got to help each other out of these things. There was a time when I'm not I'm not too far removed from remembering. I remember everybody in the hood that I grew up in, especially in my grandparents' house. Everybody had a garden. I remember that. I can close my eyes. I can clearly see the neighborhoods. Everybody had a garden in their backyard. And I think that there are a lot of people that are listening to this right now. The platforms that I'm on, especially Facebook, which is an older platform, older in the demographic of who follows me. You remember the same thing. I remember going to um, the farm with my grandparents. I remember going to the farmers markets, and I remember there being, and it wasn't the farmers markets that we have today. It wasn't the one on Sunday morning where the hippies are drinking kombucha. Okay, all right. It was a real farmers market. They had beautiful green collard greens. You know what I'm saying? Juicy red tomatoes that you could literally eat. Put a little bit of salt on them. And then some other things that I vividly remember when I think about this. Me being a child, I remember honeysuckles all on everybody's fence. I remember grabbing honeysuckles and sucking them. I remember blackberries. Do y'all remember like blackberries used to stain the sidewalk? They used to be everywhere. You could literally have blackberries growing everywhere. I remember apple trees, pear trees. There are some people that are watching this right now. Your family had a lemon tree. Your granddad had a lemon tree in his backyard. You had a peach tree, and they were. It was so abundant. It was so abundant that they would fall on the ground and rot. Like there were so many peaches, there were so many apples that they were on the ground rotting. So my question to you now is this: when you go around your neighborhood, when you drive, and I'm talking 50 miles, 100 miles, when you drive around in the cities now, there isn't one tree. When's the last time you seen honeysuckles? When's the last time you rode through a neighborhood and you saw an apple tree? There's who's got gardens anymore in their backyards? I know they exist. Yes, yes, yes. But I'm just saying the way they used to. Where are the farms at that used to be farms? So part of, I will, and that's why I'm saying like I need help. That's why I come on these platforms and I say that I need help. Once you control the way people eat, once you control the source and the nutrients that they get inside of them, you can control you can everything everything else is so much easier, like make you docile. I'm tired of my community looking like I don't. There is a Royal Farms, there's a Five Guys, there's a Wendy's, there's a McDonald's, it's Hip Hop Chicken. It's just there's nothing good out there to eat. Like down my street, I go right or left. There's nothing healthy for me to eat. The only place that I know that's in within my community that I can eat in, I can go to Carolina Kitchen with Lance, and I can get a good meal there. But Lance, in my opinion, is probably the only place within my community where I can get a good, decent meal. That it hurts to know that like that, and it hurts to see when I drive out here and I go down here to the end of the street and somebody's buying up all this property where I live at, and I have no idea. Look, they don't even advertise the meetings. Remember you used to get the notifications of the the zoning thing. Remember they used to put out the, they posted on the thing. They're like, we're going to zone this thing for that. They ain't doing that no more. They're not letting us know what's moving next to us. They're not telling you the corporation that's buying up all the land down there that you were looking at. You're like, what's going on with this house down here? Then you pop in one day and there's 37 people out there blowing the walls out. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening all around us. We have to start making concessions. We got to start moving. And like we don't have to take over the world, y'all. Like we have to we just need to get our little slice. They're taking all of it. We just need to get our little slice of heaven. Just our little acre. Let's just get our little Oz. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get our little piece of this God-given earth that is ours. Let's just claim it. Let's just put a flag in it and claim it. And let's just stop talking. Let's just stop talking about it. Let's be about it. Let's actually be about that action. Let's go. Linwood said they were paid not to farm. Come on, Linwood. Tell the truth, man. Tell them the truth, Linwood. Linwood says they were paid not to farm. Absolutely, brother. Just trying to put your comment on there. Valencia says we had a farmer's market to buy and pick fresh produce. We absolutely did. We absolutely did. Let's get you on there, Linwood. That's you. Alita said farming is commercialized now. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's a great one. Angela Mitchell says, yeah, we had grapes. remember? You had grapes in the hood. You had grapes. I remember getting grapes. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, listen, I'm going to bring this to a close, man. Look, continue the conversation down below. Anything, if there's anybody out there that can actually help, I'll go back and I have to go through the different platforms to connect with the real estate agents and all that kind of stuff. And then in closing, here's another thing. A lot of people, I don't know why this happens either. So I've sat up here for an hour and made this video. Someone's going to say something to the effect. I'm paraphrasing when I say this, but they're going to say something like, hey Corey, when you ready, I have a property in I don't know, in Maine, right? They're like, I have a property in Maine. Let me know if you'd like to take a look at it. Why do you think I just sat on here for an hour? Like, send me the property. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been telling you that we need to stop this, we need that, and you're gonna message something to the effect of like so now I still almost have to like beg you to help me. Even though I'm sitting here telling you I need help, I want help, let's go. You're going to say something like, well, I wasn't sure. And hey, Corey, I have a friend whose mom is selling her place, but I didn't know if you wanted me to give you their number. Guys, I didn't say write my number on the bathroom wall and say, hey, for a good time, call this number. I'm saying if you have something out there that needs to, let's go. Let me take a look at it. And then you're gonna say, what's your budget? I'm not trying to spend I'm not buying an $800,000 house. The numbers have to make sense. Is it an investment property? I'm looking for investments. I'm looking to buy something, hold it, move some people in, rent it out. I'm not looking to flip. Some deals maybe, like everything has to be, there's something you buy and flip and makes money, but by and large, I want to be a long-term investor. I want to change communities. Valencia, you said, how can you contact me about problem? We're friends on you got me on Facebook. What do you mean, how can you contact me? Just inbox me. Every platform that I'm going live on has an inbox. And Valencia, I'm not picking on you. But like, we got it. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, how are we just not finding ways to connect? What do you mean? How are you going to contact me? I'm live right now. You're commenting on my thing. Just inbox me. And if I don't message back, inbox me again. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give up on me. I'm not going to give up on you. Let's connect. There's some work that has to be done. We can't keep just talking. Mike, you said you sent me something. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We're not friends. Valencia, you can still inbox me. Like, like, like this is you. And then you say you never return my text. I'm not. Keep shooting. Like, so if I was Oprah, you gonna say, well, I message Oprah, she ain't called me back. Here's what I want you to do. Can you read that backwards? Look, never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Something got to land. I'm not gonna keep making these videos. So look, so imagine if I make these videos and you telling me, and I say like the videos, oh, I keep making these videos and nobody comments. I keep making these videos and nobody inboxes me. I keep making these videos and you think I'm gonna stop making the videos? I'm gonna keep making the videos. I have ADHD. I'm like a cat with the laser pointer. If it's not right in front of me, if it's not something I'm like an apex predator. If I'm focused on the thing that I'm devouring at the moment. I'm not gonna wake up. I'm making this thing now, but I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, oh man, oh, Valencia sent me something today. That's not how my day is structured, man. You gotta give me why you got my attention. You gotta give me why you got my attention. All right, man. Stay encouraged, stay motivated. Corey Brimmer Sugar and Bar. If you've never seen anyone go from absolutely nothing to a multiple seven-figure business, if you're watching any of my content, you're seeing me, watching me do it every single day. Inbox me, send me, tag someone below. I will go back and read these comments. If you do send me a message, and like Valencia, we're not friends, it's going to possibly fall into another folder. I can't see that folder from my phone. I very rarely am sitting at my desk to go live like this. I'm always on my phone. But I can't see that message from my phone. I have to wait until I get back in front of my desktop to see the other spam messages. Well, they classify it as spam in these inboxes. So if you didn't get a reply from me, it's because I can't see your message. So I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't even know you sent it. So thank you guys for watching these videos. Thank you for encouraging me. No matter what you've been through, toughest times, hardest days, never give up. Never give up. I have a book called Never Give Up. You can literally Google my name and type in Never Give Up, and my book will pop up. And the biggest thing that I have in this book that I share all the time is I have this. I have a dream checklist inside of my book. This dream checklist will change anyone's life. I know because it's what I did to change my life. So definitely, if you're interested, go online and purchase that book. There's other. I got to sit down one day and figure out all the stuff that I do. So all the streams of income. So thank you guys for watching these videos. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for commenting. And I will see you guys. I don't have an outro. I don't even know where it is. I used to, but I don't know where it is. So I will see you guys on the next video. Stay encouraged, stay motivated. Corey Brimmer, Sugar and Bar. Never give up. Thank you for your time. Hey, look, if you watched this and this was helpful, I'm going to end it. But if you watched this and any of this was helpful, put the number 1 down in the comment section. Number 1. Put the number 1 down in the comment section. If any of this information I just shared with you or this video, if any of this was helpful, put the number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those ones. Thank you for those ones. Thank you for those ones. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the engagement. Thank you for those ones. They're coming in so fast. I can't even put them all on screen. Thank y'all. I'm trying to put y'all on before I close out, man. I appreciate y'all. I can't catch them. The comment section is so when you put it on there. I mean, don't stop, but it's moving so fast. It goes. I can't catch everyone that's jumping off of there. All right, y'all. All right, let me go. Never give up.